All right, so I've had the Nissan Frontier for about a month and a half, a little over a month and a half now. I've got about almost 1,600 miles on it at this point. Overall, I really do love this truck. It's a great truck. It does everything that I've asked it to do. It's been fantastic in the snow. We've had a few just kind of big snow days, like lots of other areas of the country, and it's just really handled itself well. There are a few things though that have been a little kind of bothersome to me that I'm going to have checked out and hopefully repaired. I'll kind of show this to you now. One of them I recorded this morning because I can't actually reliably reproduce it, and it happened this morning at 5:30 in the morning. So I pulled out my phone, I recorded it, and it'll kind of be dark in the car, but I'll show you that one. That is the head unit here in the car that sometimes restarts multiple times or just doesn't actually turn on. That's pretty problematic itself. Actually, that does need to be fixed. The other one here is a weather stripping near the driver's side door that I'll show you. And then the kind of final third item that I'd like to have checked out is, I think the blower unit, I think is where it's coming from, down on the passenger side, front passenger side, up in the dash area. So I'll take a video of the weather stripping that's coming off a little bit, and I'll turn up the heater so you can hear the bearing in the blower. So let's switch to that real quick, and then we'll kind of wrap up. All right, so the weather stripping, this is not that big of a deal, but you can see that this is kind of coming off here, and if you push it in, it goes back in for a second, but then it slowly kind of pulls away. That's probably hard to see from there, but you can see that little gap here. Again, not too big of a deal, but when you compare it to the other side, no gap at all. I kind of want those to be symmetrical. I don't want that coming off later on, so I am going to get that checked out right away. All right, so for the second issue is that blower fan when the heater or the AC or whatever it is turned up. So you can see here I have it on the first dial. It's actually pretty quiet in here, not too bad. We turn it up one, again, still not too bad. You can hear the air coming out of the vents, but nothing too loud. A little bit more, you can start to hear that whirring. Where that's coming from is down here. You can see is the glove compartment, and then down below on the passenger side in the front, actually up underneath this area here, is a blower unit. And as we turn up that fan, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's almost like there's a piece of paper in there or something, and it's, as far as I can tell, there's not. And everything I've researched online suggests that this is not an atypical problem with these blower units. However, this is a new vehicle, and that's just not really acceptable, and I want that fixed. So again, you can see I now have the fan up all the way, and as we reduce that, you can hear maybe even better at that setting right there, almost halfway up, that whirring sound. So again, I want to get that fixed. I'm going to take it in tomorrow morning and have all three issues looked at. I'll give you guys an update when I hear back from the dealership. All right, so I just want to get a quick video of this because I can't really reproduce it. It just kind of happens randomly, but you'll see that the radio head here is off. I can go into reverse and the camera doesn't come on. Back into park, doesn't come on. The other thing too here that I've noticed is this little side port here actually doesn't have any power when this happens. So I'm gonna plug in my phone, nothing. Oh, look, there it goes. So now it's, I think, resetting. I had this happen earlier this week. The head unit was off for my complete drive into work, which was like 45 minutes. So it's kind of, like I said, it's random. I don't know what's going on with the software. I'm going to take it in on Friday here tomorrow morning to see if they can just flash the BIOS or something with it. But anyway, kind of weird. I'm glad I was able to capture it on film because, again, it's pretty random and I haven't been able to really reproduce it reliably. It just happens. All right, guys, so those are the three issues, ranging from pretty minor, that weather stripping, to more kind of potentially problematic with the blower, especially if it's a bearing and that's something that is going to wear out over time, to actually pretty problematic with that head unit on the stereo system, particularly in relation to the reverse camera. If that's not functioning, that's a real safety feature. So again, these are not things that really should be present on a brand new vehicle. And I'm gonna get them checked out, like I said, at the dealership. So I'll give you guys a heads up on what I find out. Hopefully we can get these resolved without any big issues, but I don't know if anybody else has kind of experienced the same things, and what's been the resolution. So love to hear about that, or any other kind of major concerns that I should be looking out for with this truck as we move forward. Bottom line, happy with the purchase. Love this truck. It handles itself really well, particularly in the snow. That 4 high, the truck just feels super stable, and really brings a lot of security when I'm driving it in this kind of awful snow weather that's kind of hit the south and the southwest recently. So that part I'm very happy for, but I do want these items kind of fixed. So yeah, see you next time.